Hello, everybody. This is Jay from Revolution. One of my favorite quotes from Martin Luther King Jr. is, "It's not the words of our enemies we will remember, but the silence of our friends." And that has always been a quote that has stuck with me dearly and always encouraged me every time I see someone I love or care about being hurt or spoken ugly of to speak out. Jesus said to love our neighbors as ourselves. When I lived in Minneapolis, Minnesota, I lived in an apartment building where 90% of my neighbors were Somalian. And they were wonderful people. They're people I got to know. My kids played with their kids. And to hear our president, and this isn't about being a Republican or a Democrat or anything, but to hear our president speak so horrifically of our Somalian brothers and sisters, and our Minnesota representative to call her trash and to call them trash is unacceptable. Not only do I think it's racist, but I think it's also what they call nativist. Only we're good enough. And only we are elite. And this type of racism and elitism, to me, seems unacceptable. And I hope more people will condemn this man's words. I do my best not to scapegoat people. But at this point, it's just devastating that we have a president who is so disrespectful to human life and to humans in general, even calling reporters pigs and things like that. And I hope we will just call him out on this. I hope my fellow Republican friends will call them out on this as well, that it won't just be us on the left, but all of us will join together and make it clear that this is unacceptable. We don't need a president who acts like a child or a teenager who hasn't learned the appropriate way to treat others. And I know a lot of Christians who have supported this president in the past. This is your time to speak truth to power. I believe we all should be speaking truth to power in one way or the other, but this is unacceptable. We shouldn't have a president who is calling people in other countries trash, calling people of other races trash. I mean, how have we got here? So my hope is that we will all practice not being silent right now, that we will not allow the silence of our friends to become what is remembered, but people will remember that we spoke up for the least of these, that we spoke up the truth when people were being diminished and disrespected, even by our own leaders and by the most powerful man in the world right now. So please join me in speaking truth to power and making clear that this is just unacceptable behavior, especially by the President of the United States, but really by anyone. I think it's important for us to know that, and it's important for us to set that example for our children and for people around us. This is no way to live or love, and this is setting our country backwards. This is setting America backwards. This is setting the world backwards. This type of conversation, this type of language, and hopefully we will stand together and say no. We're not going to let you bully these people. We're not going to let you be disrespectful to other human beings. And you need to grow up and learn to show some respect. That's my 2 cents. I just realized I can't be silent, and I love my Somalian brothers and sisters too much to be quiet. So if this offends you, I would encourage you to rethink how you love others. Thank you.